came across a news item on the internet. It was from a long time ago, but just going back to the detective and his band of cronies, thugs, Freemason thugs, that done that home invasion all those years ago, and bound me physically and spiritually. I was bound for hours and tortured. So, the article said that he was caught discussing offing a woman by drowning her, and he was at King's Cross in a brothel in a bondage room. So, these were really dark. These were dark people running around with so these were detectives that were in the drug squad and the armed hold up squad, and they were affiliated with Roger Rogerson. So he was a very well known detective who basically ran the drugs in King's Cross and around the areas, eastern suburbs areas, etc. But beyond that, they were probably Satanists, So, caught in a bondage room in King's Cross, talking about drowning a particular woman who had come forth and told the truth about what was going on with the drug squad and who was actually running the drugs and arms at the time. So, but she was later found drowned in a park, and so I won't mention names, but just interesting, knowing what they do with chosen ones and how they put us into bondage, binding, all the rest of it, and that's what happened in the physical as well. So, and like I said in a previous video, I don't know whether you've watched it or not, but I did say that this particular one, who was the head of the thug gang that came in and carried out that home invasion, ended up in a nice cushy job in one of the big banks as a senior advisor, which means he probably doesn't even really have to go to work. But you just imagine how many people on this trafficking list that he has in bondage and is in spirit. The women, the children, the men. How many lives has this man and the rest of the dark cult that they're all part of, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it, all the hidden hand behind what's really going on within this realm. Anyway, that was just interesting. I was just randomly looking the other day and looking online and came across a recent photo of him, and he's standing there in that with that intimidating stance, the legs spread, arms crossed, and I just thought, such a narcissistic looking man, and how many lives has he destroyed within this trafficking program, and probably a hidden hand still doing it in the background. Very, very dark aura around that, in that photo. Dark man. And all his cronies. They don't realise what karma they're in for. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. I just thought that I'd put a video out about that because yeah, anyway, I need to say what I need to say, so yeah, that's it for today. Anyway, hope you're all well, and God bless you all. I just wanted to add on the end of that too, I probably wouldn't have said any of this if they hadn't have come from my children and grandchildren. But yeah, enough's enough. So they've taken everyone out of my life with their dark magic. And I'll go into that at another time, how that all played out. Just the oddest, most bizarre behaviour that started with my eldest daughter and then slowly worked its way through the family. But yeah, it was definitely some kind of a dark spirit attachment. And I wasn't even allowed the pleasure of being a grandmum, you know. So, yeah, if it hadn't been for all of that, and then them trying to take my daughter and grandson out last year, I probably wouldn't have ever come forward with all of this. But then again, I probably wouldn't have discovered about the targeting program, and just thought that, well, I always knew that I was under some sort of a weird curse, or either that or I just had the most bad luck, you know, in the world. Because as my story progresses, you'll see there's been so many attacks on my existence from early childhood on. I just also wanted to say that during that home invasion, I was actually pregnant at the time and lost that child due to the trauma. So, yeah, so they're in for some huge karma, these people. God sees all. God sees all. And maybe we're put here at this time to expose it all, and we go through it all to expose it all, because we are God's foot soldiers. Yeah. Anyway, once again, God bless.